Well, this recipe, it's not a big deal. It's another couple of ways of using pork neck bones, which have nice flavor. And what I'm doing today, I'm going to make a stock using the pork neck bones. There's some mirepoix. So, and if you notice, I didn't peel the onions because the skin gives the stock flavor also. I'm putting the mirepoix in first, and the oven is set like at 485. This way the neck bones will brown on the top and the grease will fall into the mirepoix from the pork. And the reason I'm making this is because down the road in about a month I'm going to make a rolled stuffed loin of pork, and I want to have a sauce for it. So what better way to have a sauce for something when you use the bones of the same animal? You could make this with chicken bones and make a chicken sauce for a pork item, but it's best always to use the bones of the animal that you're going to be eating. So, but what am I going to do with the meat? The meat I'm going to pick off after the stock is finished, and of course you know how the meat's going to be after cooking hours in a stock, but you can utilize that by making a dinner dish, a rice dinner dish. Pick all the meat off, make a delicious rice, and fold in the meat, and there you have a meal. So we get two endings out of this. Anyway, the oven is still getting hot. It's not being preheated, it's just being heated to the correct temperature, and when I hear the buzzer, then I'm going to put this in. Just a half hour, and look how nice that meat looks. Not burnt, but nice and brown. Now I'm going to put it into this pot with some thyme and bay leaf and tomato sauce, and let that simmer. And then after it's done, I'll let you know how long it is and we'll check it. Two hours and 45 minutes later, the neck bones are done. This is what we have. So, I'm going to allow this to cool 100% on the counter here in about an hour. I'm going to pick the meat off. The meat will be used tomorrow. I will make another recipe. It will be neck bones with rice, with brown rice. Now, the stock that's here, I'm going to reduce a little bit more so I come out with exactly 2 quarts. And that should be good. Well, I'm also going to save, if you can see the grease that's on there, when I strain this, that grease I'm going to save and use it to make the roux, which I will thicken the stock with, and then eventually make a sauce. Now, after I cleaned all the bones, I came out with this. 1 pound of meat, which I will use in tomorrow's recipe, rice with pork neck meat. So you got this, and then I'll see how much stock I make. I'll show you that next. After reducing, I got 1.5 quarts of stock. Now there is fat on top. I'm not skimming it off. I will put this in the refrigerator, and tomorrow the fat will solidify, and I'll just break off the pieces instead of wasting stock trying to get that fat out. So there you have 1.5 quarts of nice pork stock to be used in making sauces for any kind of pork dish. I hope you enjoy it.